is Narayana. So I will discuss, or maybe I can some teach of your computer graphics. So here is the first question is what is mean by computer graphics? So normally no of the all the one. So graphics is like as a shading of your images, changes of the images, or maybe any one of the object in the real world, it like as a graphics. So when how to increases of the tree, it is also one like of graphics. So today how to see one height, next day you can see one more of height. So if you can also each and every one, it is also one of your graphics oriented. Simple like is according to our surrounding nature is like as graphics. But according to our subject, a computer graphics means so whatever how to representation of the any one of the image. So like as photos or maybe objects or maybe diagrams, whatever maybe. So the diagrams can be represented and can performing some animations. That animations can done by through as a computer programming is called as a computer graphics. So let we start about the graphics. So the computer graphics is one of the most effective commonly used way to information in inform the graphics objects such as pictures, charts, graphs and diagrams instead of simple text. So what I can express of the any one of the textual formation, that textual formation can a representation of your one object formation, that is like as one image formation. So image should be clarify the any one of the definitions, whatever may be hot seen. So here is also can representation of the any one of your simple text. That simple text if you can replace it by the any one of your either maybe charts or maybe graphs or maybe any one of your images, whatever can so. So can easily understanding the what I can say the text formations that will be know of your an image formations. So next one the concept, next one topic is so computer graphics is a process of generating, manipulating, storing and display the graphics objects. So what how the representation of the your text as a converting of your one image or one graphics. So that graphics can manipulating some informations. So can hide the information. Also can storing some informations and display some informations. So like as pictures, charts, graphs and diagrams. So here is if you can see some of your objects. So this first object can exposing of your once the course will be complete successfully if we can show like this informations. So here is the image can show after completion of course I can successfully finish my course. So that course can indicating of that image. So once if you can look that image automatically can remembering of some text. So it is called as a computer graphics. So here is also if you can make form of your three lines, that three line formation if you can a representation of your one character according to the next one charts. So the charts can representation of your some of your months. So January, February, March and April, and also can representation of your each and every one color as a one product, that is like as P1 and P2 and as well as P3. So if we can say simply if we can observe of this chart, so it is monthly product report, monthly product report. So according to this product one, the January month if we can take off this sale, and January month the product 2 if we can completing of the sales, and the January month the completing of your the product 3 sales. So when how to see the graph lines automatically if you can a representation of your what is the hiding of the data, maybe means what is the hiding of the text. The text will be representation of your as easy formations. So that's why I can using of your a computer graphics. So here is the graphics is a one of the element. That element if you can a representation of your screen, that screen if you can providing of your a pictorial form. So what how to representation of your any of the image or maybe charts or maybe any one of your image charts graphs whatever maybe. So each and every one can a representation of on screen. That screen can providing of a pictorial formation. Here is a pictorial formation is nothing but it is the entire screen is one of the least element or maybe least size. You can call it as a pixel. So that pixel can providing of your one cell area. So that cell area, if you can a representation of some colors, that colors can providing of your what how to representation of your text formation. So whatever you can show of your any one of your information, that information will be representation of your as a cell formation. So here is closely observed. So I have representation of your some screens. So these screens are representation of your so one pixel. So I have to take off the filling with some colors. So they have to predict. So here is if you can creating of your one dot, how to creating of your one dot, they have to draw a line. So they have straight line, they have to connecting of your the pixel formations. So whatever maybe, so this is representation of your graphics formations. So according to this each and every objects, if you can place it on the screen is like as your representation of your output component. So that output component, if you can place it by their elements, so each and every element if you can occupy with some pixels, that pixel can form of your one object formations. So it is representation of your computer graphics. So according to this, the entire screen, the least screen element is nothing but it is pixel. Pixel is a combination of your row and column. Is like as a pixel. So normally how to providing of your any one of the purchasing of your mobiles, that mobile you know of your the resolution. So the resolution means how many rows and how many columns can providing of that screens. So the resolution if you can also providing of the intensity of the image. So what is the resolution of that image and what is the providing of that screen, whatever maybe it is. So it is simply formation of a screen, a small element, a screen smallest element is called as a pixel formations. So graphics should be generated by the controlling the pixels. So what I have the representation of your that image or that charts, you can occupy with the cell by cell or pixel by pixel. That pixel if you can control by your screen, automatically the object will be taking up as like as a graphics. So in our normally how to human will be placed on the screen, so that human hand will be raising on the up sides. So automatically if you can increasing of your hand, automatically if you can hiding of some pixels, if you can clear the screen and if you can go to the one more of cells. So the place of the changes of your screen, so each and every place of the time they can automatically can control by your cells, the can increase the rows or maybe decreasing of your columns, maybe increasing of your columns, whatever maybe. So each and every second they can move the object, that is can providing of your the graphics oriented. The controlling is achieved by setting the intensity and color of the pixels which is composing of your screen. So whatever representation of the pixels, they can providing of your color formations, like as the basic of your colors RGB, that is red, green and as well as blue. So these three combination if you can providing of the rainbow colors and also can providing of your so many of the multicolors. So each and every one. So according to this process, when how to representation of your the intensity and as well as color pixels, this is known of your uh, rasterizations. So rasterization means if you can a representation of the any one of the pictures. So whatever how to representation of your either image or maybe sceneries or whatever maybe. So any one of the text or maybe data can a representation of the pictures. So it is can providing of some rasterizations. And also if you can the process of the representation of the continuous pictures or maybe a graphics objects as a collection of your a discrete pixel is called as a scan conversions. So normally how to providing of your one object, so that object if you can getting of your some height and as well as some width. So according to this object, so this object if you can providing of your some height, so this height has concern of your some area, so this length. So entire of the screen they have to scan by the each and every pixels. So how many columns should be adding and how many rows should be adding. So that adding and should be involvement of the any one of your pixels, that is nothing but is scan conversions. And there are the close relationship between the input devices and as well as display devices. So once you have to getting of your any one of the component should be working with the relevant of your output components. సో ఏవైతే మనం ఇన్పుట్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ ప్రిఫర్ చేసుకుంటామో సో ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ ఇన్పుట్ కాంపోనెంట్ మస్ట్ బి జనరేటింగ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ సమ్ డిస్ప్లే డివైజెస్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అ క్లోజ్ రిలేషన్ ఆఫ్ అమాంగ్ ద కంప్యూటర్ గ్రాఫిక్స్. సో ద కంప్యూటర్ maybe graphics devices is equivalent of your the input device plus display devices. So what how to idea through representation of the input devices, that idea can implementations. So what how to implement, so that implementations can done with our display devices. So it is called as a graphics devices. So normally can providing of your any one formations. So once if we can place down the any one of your graphics, that graphics it is possible the user can edit, maybe how to modify the content and structure or maybe appearance. So like as they have problem, so you can edit graphics objects with using the keyboard, mouse or touch sensitive panels on the screen. So whatever maybe can using. So how to input devices or maybe output device can changes the any one of your existing image is called of your graphics formations. And what are the advantages of your computer graphics? So when how to using the graphics applications by can providing of your programs, I need some. So when how to imagine or when how to dreams, every dream or every imagination is like as a graphics. So they have to thinking of your more thinking. So each and every thinking is also like as a graphics. So according to this graphics, the relating of when how to using the environment, what are the advantages? So the first advantages is high quality graphics displays on your PCs. So when how to using the personal computers, I can providing of your high density images or maybe high quality images. So that quality images can providing of with the help of your computer graphics, and also it can providing the tools for the producing the pictures. So where how to using the Maya animations like as PowerPoint presentations, these are all the different tools can producing of your a picture formations. And producing animations can also using of static images with computer graphics. So here is the animation like nothing but it is animation is a overlaying of the animation. So okay, image one image, that image can overlay with one more of your image. That overlay process can take by the or maybe can change by the some fraction of seconds. So how to set up the image, maybe three images. So three images if we can replace it by the one by one. So each and every second can replacement of that image. So that image replacement process is called as animation. So that animations can also performing with the a computer graphics, and also can producing of your 1D image or maybe 2D image as well as 3D images can using the different simulations. So D is nothing but dimension. So one dimension of images, two dimension of images, or maybe three dimension of. So each and every category of image can producing of your computer graphics, and also using the motion of the dynamic tools can user can make of object stationary and the viewer moving of your around in them. So once if you can getting of the any one of your image, that image if you can provide in any one of the motions like as a human body, so that human body can providing of some animation like as walking. So that walking is also can providing of your graphics formations. So the how to implementation of some movies, so the actor cannot do the scene but they have to implementation. So that actor can do the process through using of your graphics, that is like as can taking of the motions like as fighting, jumping, whatever maybe. So that is taking of your graphics applications. And using updating of the dynamics, if it is possible to change the shape, color or the properties of your objects. So once if we can getting of the any one of your triangle, so the triangle if you can fill with one color, if you can change by the one more of your colors, or maybe you can select by the building picture. So building is a picture, so that building if you can filled by the different of colors. So each and every change is possibility, their shape or maybe their properties, whatever maybe. So that is also can providing of your graphic. So these are all six advantages can using of your graphics applications. So when how to producing of your high quality images, or when how to producing of your the changes of your images, or when how to producing of your animations, or when how to show the different simultaneous. So they can providing of your 2D object, 3D object like us. And when also taking of the any one of the object can providing of the motions, or any one of object can change of the shapes. So these are all the can do of your the advantage of your computer graphics. So what are the different environments or maybe different applications can using of your graphics? So when how to presentation of the topics with virtual communications, they can using of your graphics orientations. So presentation of your graphics, entertainment purpose, like as can play of your any one of the movies or maybe any one of the game controllers, and is also can providing of your graphics user interface. A graphics user interface nothing but it is when how to display the screen, what how to show the relevant of your icons. So when how to symbol is icon that is of earphones. So how to can represent of the earphone icon. So that is user friendly. So when how to when a see of the image automatically can identified by this image so on so. So it is like as a graphical user interface and AutoCAD. So it is a application or maybe this software. So computer aided design. So this computer aided design can build any one of the architects of the civil plans, so like as house plans or maybe irrigation plans or maybe villas plans, whatever maybe. So any architectural plans can do of your AutoCAD applications. And computer arts, if you can designing of your own arts, they can make drawing the pictures or drawing the arts, whatever maybe, if you can take off your computer arts. And virtual realities, so in our medical environment, if you can do of the any one of surgeries, that surgeries if you can done by the human people directly, but maybe in chance the defect of the human bodies. So if you can over of that one is, so how to take the practical sessions. So that practical session if you cannot taking of the bodies, so just how to providing of your virtual realities. So when how see of your heart beating, so like as if you can providing of your virtual reality image. So like a similar component if you can do of their operations, like as can providing of your the video formation, it is like also taking of your virtual realities. And telemedicines, once if we can observe the patient through online, they can also give them some prescriptions. So they can providing of also telemedicines and image processing. So if we can getting of your laying of the images, or maybe if we can transfer the image from one location to another location, or maybe if we can secure the more images. So if we can compress the images, whatever maybe. So these are the doing of the taking of also computer graphics. And one more of your last application is education purpose. So nowadays if we can providing of the our teaching environment, if we can more better, if we can providing of your online stream, that online streaming if we can providing with the computer graphics, can using of your their lecturing of your boards, and if we can drawing this writing whatever maybe. So if we can see the sense, so if we can clear of your each and every one. So presentation of the graphics, if we can show off the any one of your company audit or maybe company product growth, whatever maybe. So these are all the representation of your like a charts or maybe graphs. So when how to play the cricket team, so they have to observe of your a graph formation, line graph formations. So what is the first batting line of your score, and what is the second chasing of the score formation. It is can providing of your line formations. Or maybe if we can take off your any one of the company, so that company how can sale of the last month, and if you can compare to the next month, they can also can providing of your graph. A graph can a representation of your easy analysis for the last outcome of data. So last previous of data. So previous data easy analysis can measure performance of your the charts. And moreover entertainment purpose, that is like as actual element, an elephant can providing of your four legs, but I can show off your only for the two legs. So the two legs can take off. So but how to show off your this image, they have to moving forward, but moving forward if you can change by their place only, but I can show off that they have like us running, but they have not changed the backgrounds. So it is like as anime purpose. So here is also if you can see of a one cartoon. So this cartoon video can play off some animations, like as if you can flying and if you can fighting like this. So these are all the providing of like as entertainment purpose, like as moving or maybe own purpose, personal areas, whatever maybe can show this. Can morphing the images, whatever can show of your the end. So most of things can using of your gaming purpose and as well as moving purpose can using of your this one is. And UI based, so that is of your graphical user interface. So why can representation of this icon, so this icon can show off your photos when I am not displaying of this name. So when I have representation of this icon, so it is of your earphones, you can see. So they have representation of this icon, so it is people community. So it is GUI based. And so once if we can see of the any one of the image, that image know of the what is the hiding of the content. So that will be representation of that one. And moreover AutoCAD, so that is can providing of your civil plans, so house plans, villas plans, apartment plans, irrigation products, whatever may be. So that will be architect can using of your AutoCAD applications. And computer art, if you can drawing of the any one of the images, so for the arting purpose, like as your photo sketchings, or maybe any one of the building sketchings, or if you can imagine the any one of your drawing, if you can representation of your computers, that is called as a computer art. And virtual realities, if you can like this, so when how to touch by the any one of you that can providing of a reality. So nowadays if we can providing of your 3D gaming. So 3D gaming is nothing but it is real, you have to participate on the game, and if you can play with us a reality environment. Those that is can providing of a virtual reality. And telemedicines, if we can observe the patients and if we can take by the every organs functionalities, and what is the organ will be defective, that will be given after their prescriptions. It is like as if we can giving of also telemedicines. It is also popular of your job role for the providing of your informatica. And image processing, so if you can overlap the images, so how can in generating of your image that can compress, and that compress if you can providing of your how many resolutions, so each and every resolution if you can providing of some size of the image. So if you can capturing of your less high resolution, if you can getting of your more size, if you can getting of less resolution, if you can providing of your less size. So that is providing of your image processing. And education purpose, so once if we can getting of the any visual environment, if we can providing of your the nature of the studies, so it is getting of your the applications. So I know trait of your what is meant by graphics, and how can representation of the graphics screen, and what are the graphics devices, and what are the advantages of your graphics, and what are the applications of your graphics. So this is of the graphics introductions. Okay, thank you for the listening.